Hello, guys. Hello. I hope y'all can see this food. Honey, it's been a long day. Welcome to my live. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and this is the Grabowski channel. That is me. And we are mukbanging today, so y'all come on in. If this is your first time here, I would love for you to join the family. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I go live. Um, y'all look at this. Honey, we got some Chipotle ranch. It's been a long time since you fell in love. What's up, Rich the Fish? Y'all, we got some teenagers in the neighborhood out there on the dirt bikes, okay? Because my backyard is a legal, let me say it again. My backyard is a legal hunting ground. And it also has trails back there where you can ride the four-wheelers and things. So they are out there right now and they are having a time of their life. And I hear the girls, you ain't coming out of your shell. What you talking about, sugar? I hear the girls back there. They making noise. They doing the most. You're really being yourself. Oh, no, ma'am. We are growing. We are shifting. There is countless. I listened to Michelle Obama say today, there are countless versions of yourself, you know, because we as humans, we are evolving, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about this food that we about to eat. Yeah. So we got some lemons from Moe's. We put them right there. And we got some chips too. So anyway, y'all come and hit the like button. Hey, Nick girl. What's up, girl? Y'all hit the like button. We got some nag cans. Some nag cans. I'm going to tell y'all a little story time. Story time with me and my first husband, who was my boyfriend when I was a teenager. We were at the drive-in, the drive-through at the Burger King. You love these glasses, and the song is called "Say So." Okay. Thank you, boo. I just got them from the Tickety Talk. Aren't they nice? So we were at the drive. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. We were at the drive-through, and so we had smoked some trees because we were teenagers who were smoking the trees. So it was me and my cousin, and we were in. No, I was in the front seat with my boyfriend who became my husband and the father of my 4 children. I was in the front seat with him, and she was in the back seat with his friend. And we're at what up, Marcus? And he went to ordering, whatever he wanted to order. So he told the people, let me get a combo. Let me get the number one, and I want some. They said, well, what kind of soda? He said, I want a Pepsi. And then they said, and what else? He said, make sure you give me some napkins. And honey, ooh, baby, I was a teenager, baby. I cried. Baby, I cried. We were like 15 minutes from my house. Well, we lived in some apartment. Baby, me and my cousin, we laughed so bad. I had to hang my head out the window, Jesus, and ask the Lord to come in and give me some air because I lost all my air. The girl at the window, she said, Nick, oh, Callie in the building. Where you at, Callie? The girl at the window said, hey, girl, love you too, girl. I'm so glad. Do you feel better today? And did you have your other procedure? The girl at the window said, sir, excuse me. She said, I don't understand what you're saying. He said, I want a number one combo, and I want a Pepsi and some napkins. Okay, do you feel better today? I said, gee whiz, that thing was funny. Y'all want the first bite? Mm. Okay. Mm. Mm. Awesome. You like it? Mm-hmm. Huh? Girl, go ahead on, girl. Mm. It's Moe's.
Can I at least get one lemon?
I got you too.
And I just want one more.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Girl, I'm about to get out and go outside and run them away from here. Oh no. So I got ground beef instead of chicken. Girl, it is good, girl. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's your birthday. Okay, I'll sing happy birthday to you, boo. I sure will. Hold on. Thank you, Marcus. It is good. I got everything in there. Jalapenos, corn, hamburgers, black beans, brown rice, pico, black olives, white onion, lettuce. Mm-hmm. What's up, boo? What's up, Rich? Girl, you been in there the whole time. Girl, that's terrible. Oh, happy birthday, Marcus. What's up, Bree? Bree, Bree? Girl, I know that's, What happened? You start feeling bad? Was it something that you knew you had to deal with, or was it an emergency? I want to eat it with the chips, but then I want to eat it with the fork. Mmm. We got lemon on it. Y'all got some water. You didn't know. Mm-hmm. Today Thursday, ain't it? It's y'all. Please don't tell me that today is Wednesday. Today is Thursday, isn't it? Mm. Girl, you know, knock on wood, but today is Thursday, not Wednesday. I've never, well, other than delivery, because I had a C-section with my youngest son, but I've never had like major surgery. It's scary, but I know God is with you, Callie girl. I know He is. But girl, mm, we're gonna put this down. It's so good. We're gonna sing happy birthday to you. Mm-hmm. Callie girl, when do you estimate you coming out of there? Mm, you don't know. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know what version of happy birthday you like. I don't know. You're going to another hospital today? Why? They have a specialist at another hospital? Huh? Just saying. Okay. um, yes, okay. What's up, Barbara Carter? Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll do Marilyn Monroe's version of happy birthday. Excuse me, y'all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Callie. Happy birthday to you. Oh, it is our luck that somebody called me right then. Give me one more second. We're gonna sing it 2 or 3 more times. Hold on, because I'm gonna put my phone on not do not disturb, but no unlisted calls. Hold on. We got it going on now. Okay, so all of them spam calls that I get every day, they're not coming in here because I just blocked them. I went into the app and blocked them. Okay, so let's get back to the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Callie. Happy birthday to you. What's up, K-Star? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Excuse me. Happy birthday, dear Callie. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Girl, happy birthday, girl. And Minty more. Hopefully, this summer, girl, you'll be up and going and feel better than you did before. Okay? Better. So what I've been listening to in the streets today, not necessarily the YouTube streets, but the world streets. Okay, because right now it's giving world streets. So there was this judge, and Cheryl, that was beautiful. Thank you, Barbara. There was this judge that told our president and his administration that what they did with that man, sending him over there to that prison, El Salvador, she said that they said that's a no. You can't do that. And we're not going to give you any more time to straighten it out. This has to be straightened out now. Because if we don't, this is what the judge say. But listen what the judge say though, Nick. She said, if we don't get this straightened out, you going to end up sending what's up, Jerry Wilson in the building? You're going to end up sending American citizens over there to that prison if we don't stop you. Because what she said was, when them airplanes was in the sky, we told you to turn around. We told you. And basically, she said she had never seen anything like it, and it's not okay. When they told him to turn those airplanes around, do not go to El Salvador with those people because they haven't had due process. That's what she said. And so y'all know we did the live last night because it really troubled me. Because my thing is this. Now I know damn well that we're not going to, my face is in contempt. What your face look like? We can't see you. You got a monster on the screen, but you're probably a monster though in real life. But what she said was, we can't trust you. Anytime you send 2,000 people over to El Salvador and there hadn't been a due process, we can't trust you, sir. We can't. And it's not okay, and it ain't gonna be all right. That man is going to get impeached, but the final result is the jail. He going to jail. I keep telling y'all that. I know some of y'all already know that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that'll keep him out of jail is two things: a bed of sickness or death. Those are the only two things that's going to keep him from the jailhouse. But I see him going to jail. You can't do that. 2,000 people, he going to be responsible for 2,000 people. And their final destination is El Salvador, and ain't no coming out of there. You can say, Nick, basically you can say he don't put them people to death. He did that. He got the blood of 2,000 people on his hand. Honey, meanwhile, China, China ain't playing with us. I heard, that's what I heard. Well, I heard it through the grapevine. I heard that China is gonna revoke those mortgages. They they uh they back $1 trillion, a trillion point something something in mortgages. They said they're gonna pull that back. Y'all know what that? I can't even get it straight now. Y'all know what'll happen? China said no. If they revoke the backing of that trillion plus dollars, thank you, Cali girl. You know what's gonna happen? They said that the housing market will plummet, and at that time, anybody, almost anybody, will be able to buy a house. The the prices of homes will go all the way down. Yeah, that's what China said. Because what you not gonna do? What's up, Dr. Nuka in the building? What you not gonna do? China said, listen, I don't know what's wrong with that administration. I guess they all slow, like Vance. Vance is real slow, y'all. Something wrong with Vance. That eyeliner done did something to his brain. I don't know what is wrong with Vance, but he is crazy. He is a redneck. He ain't not just a redneck, but he a redneck hillbilly. And listen, Hillbilly J, I unblocked you last night. I know you probably watching. But you know, we don't have to be enemies now. We don't have to be. But you get your brothers together. Get your brothers together now. And Hillbilly J, you get yourself together too. What's up, Mr. Green? Listen, JD Vance is crazy. A hillbilly redneck. Crazy thing. With that eyeliner. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Gonna call them Chinese people. Hold on. Excuse me. Gonna call them Chinese people peasants. They say I got something for you. They say I got something for y'all. You whites, hillbillies. Listen, all that stuff that we make for y'all and y'all put Louis Vuitton on it. Y'all, all that stuff. Let me tell y'all the secret to all this stuff. I'm gonna spill all the tea, and I don't care nothing about it. Cause what you not gonna do before you get up there with your eyeliner again and call us peasants? I got something for you. So all that Louis that you done bought your wife, I'm gonna make sure that other people can buy it too, and they're gonna get it for 20. They're gonna get it for $20, and then I'm gonna tell everybody all of the foolery and that's been happening the whole time. China said America doesn't know how to play poker. Now everybody knows Chinese people smart big as their heads is. Chinese people, the circumference of their brain and their frontal lobe is massive. And they also, no shade, no shade, because ain't nothing like a Chinese or Asian person dancing like a black person. Now, baby, honey, not only can they dance, but they can rap and sing R&B. I don't know what's wrong with J.D. Vance and Donald Trump with with the eyeliner orange face. You don't mess with Chinese people. Now, hold on. The Chinese men done went to the gym and they got 8 packs. They took over breakdancing. Look, in any other kind of dancing, everything that they do it at 110, 20%. JD Vance is slow. Something wrong with it. You do not call Chinese people peasants. We all know better. We would we would never do that. Because we know they're not peasants. Have y'all seen their buildings? Have you seen the technology? Have you seen their new electric cars that you can buy one for about $7,000 to $8,000? Girl, bye. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They said these people done fooled us real bad. Okay? But you know, y'all, listen. They way ahead of us. And I love it. I think I did a live one day and I told y'all, I said, listen, sometimes people think, they create a plan, right? And they think they got all their cards in a row. They think they do. They think they've thought of everything. Project 2025. They sat there and they planned everything. But baby, you didn't plan this here. This here is what you didn't plan. That's why I say I really say this. I'm trying to keep it on a light note tonight. We're not going to go down into the dungeon because y'all know Cheryl Grabowski has a tendency to go into the caves and under the ocean into the deep places and pull out what lies beneath. Y'all know I do. But this is the thing. I've been saying this for years. Just when you thought that you done thought of everything, then the universe, and call it God, however you want to say it, is smarter than you. Because they didn't know that China was going to do this here. And it's a lot of other people that's going to do that there. Because ooh, I love it. 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 Show do. It's a wonderful time to be alive. Y'all, you always say they overplayed their hand. They done overplayed it. Thank you, Cali girl, for reminding me of that. They done overplayed their hand. Y'all, I gotta take this wig off. Cause we done. Cause it looked right there like I got alopecia around the hairline. Jesus. Okay, but anyway, they overplayed their hand and they are done. They are done. They are done. Ooh, baby, it's okay. Because ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of humility. And ain't nothing wrong with learning that you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Oh my God. China. So Monet called me today and she gave me a couple of websites. And we're going to be doing a little piece of shopping. We're gonna do a little piece of shopping, in spite of what's going on and everything that's going on. Y'all know we said we're gonna be a little bit more conservative with our money, but baby, we gonna have to. I'm gonna need some Nikes. Yeah, I need some Nikes. I need some Dunks. I need me some fashion shoes. I need all that because China said, Cheryl Grabowski, I got a blessing for you, baby. I've been holding this blessing for a long time, sugar. I had to wait until until those people did what they did. See, I was waiting to make a move, Cheryl. But the move done been made, baby. 2025, the move done been made. Cali girl, he doing better, girl. He is over at the rehab. He's not quite on his feet yet. The doctor put out an order for him not to stand up on his feet. But other than that, he's doing good. Scared me to death because they had that conversation, that talk of the do not resuscitate talk. And they had it right in front of him, in front of me. And they asked him, and he said, resuscitate me. Y'all hear about the shooter at FSU today? No, girl, I ain't heard nothing about it. What happened? That's good. What you mean, you too? What you mean, you too? Huh? What do you mean, me too, when you have surgery? Oh, they have that talk whenever you have surgery? Florida State. Okay. I didn't know that, Callie. Um, 5 dead. Girl, no. Oh my God, that is so pitiful. You know what? That's one of the worst things. What's up, Carlos? How you doing? That's one of the worst things imaginable is to have your child, love your child, take care of your child, sacrifice for your child, send your child to college, and somebody come in there and unalive them. That angers me very much. I don't even like to even think about it. It angers me very much. I hate that. I do. Because they love to go to a college campus and do that. And I don't know why. I think it's for attention. Y'all think it's for attention? It's the worst thing. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare, y'all. Ooh, child. I got some type of vinaigrette dressing on here and chipotle ranch. And queso. This is so good. Y'all take a bite. And then this is their salsa, but it's the mild kind. It's not hot. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm, girl, it is. I'm glad I chose the hamburger. They had steak too, but y'all know how I am about that steak. I be feeling like I'm gonna get choked. Um, always changing. It's always changing. I hope you know. Two gone, girls. That's just one of them situations. That's just one of them situations. I mean, there's no fix for that. How do you recover from that? You know what I mean? Damn. It's not like your child is on the streets. Your child is in college. This hospital food is nasty. I'm eating trail mix. Oh, girl, you know that hospital food is terrible. Okay, terrible. They had to give my stepdad medicine because he had lost all desire to eat. Scared the crap out of me. That anesthesia though made him like that. Probably that's why I'm crazy. I know, girl. You ain't gonna have to do it for long. But they let you eat something from outside the hospital. Because, you know, sometimes they'll put you on a restrictive diet. When mama used to be in the hospital, we'd take her food. Girl, we'd take her some food, girl. She'd be so ill, honey. You have to take her something that she want to eat. And they used to watch us. They put a sign on the outside of the door. Do not enter into this room with food. But we would do it anyway. Now this good. That vinaigrette, woohoo! And that chipotle ranch and that queso. Now I did that. Yes, I did. With the lemon. Next time I do this, I'm gonna have my own lemon at home. So I'm gonna squeeze Cheryl Girl Dip. They searched your purse or bags. Girl, no. They better not to come messing with my pocketbook, ma'am. No. My mama would have got them straight. Y'all, my mama used to be so mean to them nurses and doctors, and I used to tell her. I used to tell her, girl, you better stop, girl, for your mouth be dry. They gonna be done snuck something in your IV, girl, mess you up. You better stop. Whoo, child, she boo boy. They get on her nerves, girl. She'll get them together. Sometimes, sometimes when Cali girl, sometimes when you're not feeling good, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be bothered. Ooh, and mama get on them nurses and doctors. I really, y'all, I think about mama all the time. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I cry. It just depends. So the other day, my brother came back, right? My brother came back, but since then, he done got mad at me and left. He done got mad at me and left. I'm not coming back down to your house no more. I was like, Lord have mercy. He's spoiled, you know what I'm saying? And and me, I'm me sometimes. And so one of them nights, we have an uncle is in a senior citizen home, and one of our male cousins sneaks him chicken from. I know that's right. You got to give them something what they want here and there. You know what I mean? You don't do it every day. I took Giles some turkey wings and rice and cabbage. Um, what's up, Slim Baby in the building? How did she pass, if you don't mind? Mama? Um, they snuck her. I ain't lying, girl. I ain't lying. They snuck mama. They literally, the only reason why it's okay with me that call my phone and it's on silence calls. You know what? iPhone. Oh my God. I'm back. Are y'all still here? Can y'all hear me? I'm back. Are y'all still here? My stepdad lost his appeal. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take that call. And iPhone, yeah, iPhone knew that it was a very important call because I don't have it in my contacts, and they allowed it to come through. It's amazing. But yeah, he lost his appeal. Now he has to go before a judge. That's all that Donald Trump and Medicaid stuff. That's what it is. It's terrible. It is terrible. That's why they need to get all this stuff under control because it's terrible. Um, I believe the hospital too took our mom's life. She was in ICU on a dialysis machine and went down, and all the poison backed up in her system, and she passed. They do that. For people who repeatedly go into the hospital, they did that. But the only reason why, I have peace when it comes to it is because me and mama had this conversation over and over and over again, and she knew how I advocated for her in the hospital. She knew if anything could be done that I would do it. I would do everything I could within my power, talking to the doctors and nurses and watching over her, checking and finding out what they're doing and why and all this stuff. So she told me, Cheryl, when the time comes, I want you to let those people help me. So when she told me that, I mean, I knew what she meant. So because my mother's will was so strong, and her heart was strong too, because hey Justin, thank you so much. Her heart was strong too, that she coded, but her heart would start beating all over again. So they did a lot to put her down. What's up, Demar? How you doing? But anyway, Kyla girl, don't you worry about that. You got plenty more days to go, honey. Don't worry about that. My mama, she was on life support about 5 times. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, but I think about it all the time. I laugh, I cry. Mm. Let me tell you what made me cry. What makes me cry is I'm doing good today, sugar. I really am. I had a wonderful, productive day. And I'm so glad that today is Thursday and I'm off tomorrow and the weekend. Well, I'll be working at the salon, but I'm off from my regular job. But what makes me cry is remembering her um wanting to you tell her work tomorrow, wanting to spend more time with us. Even though we spoiled the shit out of her and we were there all the time. But when the times that we couldn't come, she was in her feelings, and I know what that feel like now. Because all my kids have moved out. And sometimes they don't have time for me. You know what I'm saying? So I think about her and I say, ooh, that's how she felt. And then I cry a tear or two and I get over it. Mm-hmm. That's what makes me cry. Missing your mama, once she's, I guess for me, I feel like out of all my siblings, well, I don't know. I'm just saying I feel like I handle it a lot better maybe than some of the other ones because, I mean, because I'm a spiritual person. I don't look at it as like the last time I was at the hospital with Giles, I was just looking around. I was like, I know that I cry a lot when I sit and think about them. Yeah. Like, well, yeah, when your peeps are gone, the people that help regulate you, and when something is bothering you, like I would call mama to talk to her about my children. Not all of them at the same time. Like two of them doing good, two of them doing bad, or three of them doing bad and one of them doing good, or three doing good and one doing. But that one that get on my nerves, I can call mama and talk to her about it. See what I'm saying? And so the tears are kind of about me not feeling the love and support that I had when she was here. But I thank God, I really do every day. I really thank God that I reached out to my life coach when I did in 2019. I thank God I did that because, Spirit was preparing me back in those days. Baby, if I'd have been like I was in 2019, emotionally, you say, sure, how were you? Fucked up. Emotionally. If I'd have been like that, when my mama left away from here, oh my God, my inner child would have started doing flips. I would have went fucking bonkers. Not in a way of looking bad. Nick, you understand, not in a way of looking bad and and you know just crazy. You have to put me in a sane asylum, but my inner child would have went bonkers. Do you understand? The self-sabotage would have kicked in terribly, right? Because meeting my coach, that's what it was all about. It was all about learning and feeling and being able to navigate my inner world to the point where I can literally sit here and distinguish between my inner world and my self, my grown self, or my inner child and my grown self, and know when this inner child, this underdeveloped, unresolved issue person, young, is fucking with me. See what I'm saying? So if I hadn't gone into the program and got that help, okay, boo, we love you, Cali girl. We love you. We're sending good vibes your way. Just rest. Just rest. And let them fix the body. And you just rest. Let your spirit rest. We love you. We'll see you. Come in the comment section when you wake up. We love you too. And let us know that everything is fine. Let us know. But yeah, y'all, whew, a lot of things that we go through, we experience it because of our inner child. And also, my mother is a testament to my healing and the change that was happening inside of me, because she eventually said, right? Because she don't know nothing about childhood trauma therapy and inner work and integrating the inner child and the unresolved issues and emotions, integrating that into the you and taking care of. What's up, Mo Streams? How you doing in the building? Mama didn't know nothing about that, but what she did say, she said, Cheryl, I like you. I said, Mama. She said, no, I like you. I've been good. How you been? She said, I like spending time with you, Cheryl. I love being in this car with you. I really do. She said, that coach lady, she did a good job on you. What's up? Eddie came in the building. What's up, Eddie Kane? Damn. Y'all got me feeling some type of way. What's up, Eddie Kane? So, uh, yeah, that was the biggest. I mean, I wasn't expecting my mama to say that. You know what I'm saying? Nor was I even looking for her to. But for her to say, I like you. I know she loved me, but like is different. It's a lovely day starting a long weekend off. Yes, honey. Mm-hmm. But like is different. She used to say when I was she started saying this when I was young, around 12. She said it the whole time until shit, I was 30 something. She said, if you were not, she said, if you were not my child, I wouldn't have anything to do with you. So actually, she didn't like me. she didn't. She did not like me. Mm-mm. She didn't. But things changed when I started healing. When I did the work. Mm-hmm. That food is good, honey. I can eat it like I want to. Because we are mukbanging. Mm-hmm. Mm. Auntie Eddie Kane Jr. done been laid up with a chick named Shamama in the... Eddie Kane, you are crazy. Eddie Kane, are you going to marry her? Don't come over here with that toxic behavior now. Okay? Don't do it. This shit is so... y'all better go to Moe's, okay? I done crumble some... Oh, them right now. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Cali girl is having major surgery and she stopped by, spent some time with us. Eddie Kane ain't never getting married. What's up, gospel singer Ashley D. Carter? How you doing, girl? Why not, Eddie Kane? Have you ever been married? Hmm? Why not? Mm. It's that rice for me with that queso. Mmm. Did y'all forget the thumbs alive up? You had to go buy bumpers and purchase by a double cheese. Girl, what are you talking about, girl? Hmm. All right, y'all. Kiss and hug. Let me go home. I just come to see y'all a little bit. I love y'all so much. Eddie Kane Jr. knows that he is a dog to a hump. Eddie Kane, you got to evolve. Okay? You're going to have to manage that now. What's going to happen? Look, Eddie Kane, listen. Your body going to give out on you. What you going to do then? Hmm? You got to evolve, Eddie Kane. Hmm. Okay. Okay, Ashley. Eddie Kane, you got to evolve. You can't keep on being like that. You're not no teenager. You got to evolve, Eddie Kane. What the hell? Hmm. What's up, Sassy Meat? Lord, have mercy, Jesus, Eddie. We're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for you. What you going to do when you turn into an old man? Baby, don't get in the car with nobody. Sassy Meat, you're an old man. No, I won't talk about you. I'm talking about Eddie Kane. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. There's so many beautiful females. I be creeping on these Atlanta streets. Lord Jesus. Eddie Kane, listen. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay? Beautiful people are going to always exist, okay? Because God is beautiful. Okay? This earth is beautiful, and that's what God does beautiful. Matter of fact, God is not a male. I hate to tell y'all that, but there's no lies. I got something to share with y'all, but I can't do it right now. Eddie Kane, so you know what I mean? Eddie Kane, you gonna get old. Them young beautiful women ain't gonna want to be bothered with you now. You gonna time out. Okay, that's just the way of life. Then you gonna turn into an old creep. You're gonna be sitting around creeping. You know what, Eddie Kane, when I go to the park to walk, and I've been doing this for years, Eddie Kane. I've been doing this when we go out just for years because I've always lived here. So when you go to the Chavis Heights and you walk, Eddie Kane, it's always what pisses me off is the old men, excuse me, that's sitting on the benches early in the morning, and they all be sitting there while the women walking the track. And I just like when I go through there where they at, I don't even speak to him, Eddie Kane, because my spirit is annoyed. If y'all don't get y'all long balls up off this bench, because don't nobody want you. You know what I'm saying? It's annoying. Could you please not sit here and watch women folk? That is annoying. Eddie Kane, I despise this thing. I ain't even gonna lie. I hate it. They know not to say nothing to me. They know not. I'm telling you. Because that's going to get on my nerve. If you don't go somewhere. And Eddie Kane, I hope you don't be one of them. Please don't. Mm-mm. Don't be one of them. They're terrible. What's up, Sierra, in the building? How you doing today? You at work, girl? Tornaya sent me a photo of her apartment with her mood lights and her new furniture. And I tell you, I am so proud. I am. I am. I am. See, Sierra, life is beautiful. You know life is beautiful, Sierra. Uh-huh. Because you know you don't count nobody out. You don't count people out. You don't. You don't count no Capricorn out, no way. You don't count Capricorns out. So proud of her too. Yes. I'm gonna be an old skeezer riding around in a 1987 Cadillac with a car full of no, ain't nobody riding with you. Ain't nobody riding with you. That food looks so good. What is this? This is Moe's. It's like Chipotle. Okay, so it's beef and brown rice and black beans and jalapenos, queso, regular cheese, um, lettuce, olives, um, chipotle ranch, and also vinaigrette. And then I have a salsa, and it is absolutely scrumptious. Yes. It ain't nobody riding with you. But the grandma, and she wear the dentures. That's it. They gonna say, stay away from that man with that. What's up, cool cat? It's been a long time since I seen you. They gonna say, Eddie Kane, they gonna say, stay away from that man with that. They gonna say, stay away from that old man girl with that damn Cadillac, honey. Because he is giving creep. Oh, I never. Now let me tell you something. I guess this is we're gonna delete this live. We're gonna delete it, okay? Because this ain't for the channel. All right, but Sugar Boss ain't never liked the elderly. I never no. I don't want no man that's 10 years. That man can't even be 10 years older than me. That's too old. If you 10 years older than me, I'm gonna get you for even trying to flirt. Cause it's a moral issue at that point. That's just my opinion, Eddie Kane. I just think something's wrong with it. I remember when I was 15, Eddie Kane. I was beautiful. Yes, I was. I was really peachy. You know, I was short. I was petite. I was just meaty. You know what I'm saying? But in shape, but meaty, but in shape. I remember that. I loved high heel shoes, Eddie Kane, tight shirts and tight jeans. I loved it. With a pocketbook and some lipstick and a little foundation. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? It was always given. Ooh, it's a pretty little young thing. I remember so good. But if I caught somebody, thank you, Sassy Meek. If I caught a man 10 years older than me looking at me, oh, that was his last time I hurt his feelings real bad, Eddie Kane. Don't you dare look at me, you buzzard. Eddie Kane. I was just very much against it. Auntie, I cut an older female named Bernadette, and she had to have a. Something is wrong with you. You are crazy. You You better not be messing with young girls, Eddie Kane. Leave them alone. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Nowadays, women look so good, Eddie Kane. They could be 40 years old, still look like they 26, 27. Just get you one of them. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. We don't like the elderly. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Mm-mm. I just feel like something's wrong with it. And I know in other countries they do that. But I feel like a beautiful, a beautiful, soft skinned, pretty teeth, beautiful young woman needs a handsome, hard bodied, abs that you can feel body with her. She don't need no pot belly old man. That's for an older woman like me that got a belly. I remember me and my first husband, because we were both body oddied. His body was perfect, and I loved it. And my body was beautiful too, and we were just beautiful together. I deserved it, and he deserved it. You don't know. No, no, you don't. And again, ooh, Bernadette was 56 years old. She took me to JC Penney and bought me some seasonal sweaters and Bernadette was Bernadette ought to be shaming herself. Bernadette ought to be shaming herself because she know better. She know better. Eddie Kane. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That beautiful young woman need her. An athletic young man. Just her do. Mm-mm. Ain't nothing like it. They need to be like what's the name? Romeo and Juliet. They were so young and beautiful. Yeah, both of them. Mm-hmm. I can say with my kids, they don't have significant others that's a lot older than them. None of them. They're with their peers. Mm-hmm. This shit is. Let me put this down. Hmm? They're with their peers, y'all. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Yes, I had to have a life coach after losing my mom and husband. I thank God, honey. Get my emotions together, baby, because some of the stuff that I went through, some of the stuff that I've experienced since me and my husband broke up with some people, emotionally, it would have sent me. 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 I've been sent before, plenty of times, but sure don't get sent, because I know how not to be sent. Now, I just feel my feelings. I validate it. I look at it. I investigate it. I feel it. I question it. I spend time with it. I parent it. Me. I parent it. Mm-hmm. And I don't look outside myself for a fix in any kind of way. No substance, no person, no ideology, just me. Mm-hmm. So like you said, girl, it was on time. Lord, yes, it was on time. And I'm dealing with some family members now, a lot of family members. And they are so troubled still. about mama, very much so. Eddie Kane Jr. don't like young girls. Most older women don't play no games, and they take care of their business and themselves. Yeah, they do. They do, Eddie Kane. So you like being the prize. What's up, Mudasar Ali? How you doing? How you doing today? Can you thumbs up the live? Subscribe to the channel. Um, yeah. I got what I needed from life at the time that I needed it. Hmm. And even though, uh, even though when you get to healing, right, and parenting yourself for the first time, validating yourself, and doing all that stuff that you do, spending time alone, creating boundaries, feeling your feelings, asking yourself the hard questions, speaking your truth. Woo, that's the part that causes a whole lot of smoke, baby. That's the part that causes all the smoke. Young girls still be having the chicken pox and one on their foots and stain. Shut up, Eddie Kane. That's the one that causes all the problems when you get to speaking your truth. But how many of y'all know that you can't heal until you visit the planet of the truth teller? You got to become the truth teller. How many of y'all know that you can't heal without speaking your truth? Your truth. You can't. People say, "Oh, well, Cheryl, I don't want to I don't want to like I don't want to expose anyone." Why not? Why not? If someone did something to you, you don't owe it to them to protect them. Because now, because my nail was, I'm finished eating, Eddie Kane, but my nail was flimsy, and I just bought this from the TikTok shop, and so I got it right here. You know what I'm saying? So I fixed it. Um, you don't owe it to uh, the person that, hold on. You don't owe it to the person that hurt you to keep their secret. Matter of fact, I'm going to go as farther than that. You have to speak about it. You have to be the truth teller in your own life. You have to. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you go into therapy now, you are, like I said a few minutes ago, you are reparenting yourself. You are reparenting. So you know what that is? You're the child, right? This is the grown you. This is you now. This is you, the younger you. This person is fully grown. This person is still the child version of you. This is the person that's hurt. This is the person that's wounded. This is the person that was violated when they were young. This person. There's a person in your life that did something to you, but you say, "Oh well, I done prayed about it. I done forgave that person." No, 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 no. That's not the course. That's not the course that you take. It's not about you forgiving the person or not forgiving the person. It's about you speaking your truth. It's about this inner child. This inner child can't grow up. You're gonna be forever child if you can't speak your truth. This adult you has to speak for the child you. in order to get this child to growing. That's how it works. This adult you has to speak for the child you so that it can get this child to growing. So that's how it works. So you have to become the truth teller in your life. You got to become that. So somebody might say, well, sure, I can't be the truth teller because I'm ashamed. Well, this person is saying that, not this person. This person is saying that I'm ashamed because this person is a child still. It doesn't realize that when the person hurt them, it gave them shame. And this inner child don't know what to do with the shame. So it's feelings that it shouldn't feel because they don't have anything to be ashamed of. They were hurt and taken advantage of by a grown person. Good night, Barbara. Do you see what I'm saying? So in order for you to, and I don't know who I'm talking to on the other part of the screen, but there's somebody here that really need to know that. In order for you to integrate, because you remember I taught y'all this before. This is the goal. The goal is this. No, it wasn't you freezing. It was the phone call that I got. So the goal, this is the goal. That's the goal right there. There it is. This is what you end up being. One. But until you get there, you're this. And a lot of people don't tell people that some of these feelings that you are feeling, that's your inner child feeling that. And you have to rescue. The adult you, have to rescue you. You have to be what this inner child wants and needs now. That's how it works. Like everything, y'all, is emotions, like everything. Even what's going on in our world today, it's all about feelings and emotions. That's what it is. You know, it's just sometimes like we don't go deep enough to feel all of those feelings. And therapy is about the layers, going down until you boop, reach that spot. And down here, normally is a lot of pain and stuff. It's a lot of pain. I don't know what we're discussing, but you must cover the judge. Nice looking lady. She shot her only together a year. He wanted her to leave, then tried to make like he did it. He lives. Wait a minute, girl. Let me read it again. Hold on, girl, because you know I can be sometime. Wait a minute. I don't know what we're discussing, but you must cover the judge. Nice looking lady. She shot her man friend. Only together 1 year. He wanted her to leave. He wanted her to leave. Then tried to make like he did it. He lived. He tried to make like he did it. She acted like he shot himself. She acted like he shot himself. Ooh, that's juicy. So, ooh, see? You see what's going on in Washington. You have all of these wonderful, grown, intellectual people that are out of their minds. Because Washington is dealing with their shadow. Now you got a judge, female judge. Do you know how much, Latanya, you know how much discipline, intelligence, focus that it takes in order to become a judge? Do you know how much she has to obviously use her persona or her false self for this world, this life of being a judge? So the judge is masking. Meanwhile, that's who shot the man. That's who shot him, not her. This is the judge. This is the judge. This is the professional businesswoman, educated one, degreed one, the one that can go to court, the one that talks in the court tone. This is her. The one that was at the house that shot him is this one. This is the inner child. Mm. She also did the same thing to her husband, but it was justified. She's sick. Right. Mm-hmm. Every case that comes before her has to be recalled. She's mentally ill. People get on my nerves, and I'm about to be triggered. People get on my nerves because they fucking think that intelligence. I'm going to tell you what. A lot of black people, because our inner child tell us that we're stupid, because maybe our mothers or maybe white people have said to us that we're stupid. And sometimes when you're dealing with an intellectual, intelligent African American, we idolize that intelligence and don't pay any attention to the sickness or the unevolvedness or that inner child, that broken inner child, or the craziness. Like, girl, she's smart, but she crazy. Well, I'll tell you what, that craziness is not to be ignored. Girl, the judge and the one they handcuffed look like two different people. Yeah, that's because the mask was fucking taken off. That because her mask was gone. The persona, the public persona. There were people around her that knew that she was mentally ill. People ignore it. Trip me out, you're absolutely correct. People ignore it partly because they don't understand how important that is and how serious it is and how detrimental it could be to the person who is experiencing that. We're talking about, you know what a judge is? We're talking about ethics, morals, values, and justice. She's crazy. She's not supposed to be both of those things at the same time. Yeah, she ain't supposed to be both. Her inner child cries out beneath. What lies beneath in her eventually comes to the forefront through emotional pain. Because at some point, what we do is we can't control this anymore. The brokenness, the inner child part, the sick part of you. We can't control it anymore. Life done got the life, and now like fuck it. That's what I was saying. What's up, a brilliant? That's what I was saying yesterday about our president. His when I speak about his shadow is loose in Washington. Yeah, he not even trying to. He not right now. What's going on now? He not trying to cap it. He not trying to fix it. He not apologizing for it. It is what it is. Period. We're gonna unalive y'all if we can. So his shadow, this one, like I'm talking about the judge that shot that man, his shadow right here, I don't like black people. I'm going to send these people to Venezuela or wherever they're going, and I hope that they pass away. I don't give a fuck. Like, he's not even hiding it. His shadow is wide open. He doesn't even have a facade like the judge got. What's up, CC? A brilliant shirt. I can't stand wig. Hey, sure. What's up, JC? He not even trying to hide it. Y'all listen. Mental health is very, very important, and we are learning so much about it. And the facade that I've operated in a facade as well. The facade that you operate in, even some people come to social media and they say, I'm real. I'm real. Like, I'm a real person. I don't give a fuck. It's they are still operating in a facade. Still. Because they're not gonna show you the real. They're not. See what I'm saying? But honey, those are days that should take a lot of work. Sounds draining. It do, but they've been doing it all their lives, so it's just part of what they do. Because who in the hell wants to show a person that they are they're a monster? Who wants to show their monster? Who wants to show anybody that? But look, ain't nothing like a good old dose of breakup and emotional pain to bring that shit out. Ain't nothing like it. Abreu said, sure, on here preaching today. Ain't nothing like it. A good old dose of heartache and pain. You ain't got no time. Okay, boo. You ain't got no time to be giving a fuck about this facade, because there's so much pain here that you just gone. And so, like you said, you can't believe when you saw her that was the judge. And that person that you saw, she was there the whole time. That's the self-sabotage. A monster can only stay hidden so long. That's right. And especially in 2025 right now, all monsters are going to be revealed. All monsters. Ain't nothing going to stay hidden nowadays. It's just not. But neither is it supposed to, though. It's not supposed to. That's just the time that we live in right now. See what China just did in exposing all that stuff? That's what I'm saying. Nothing like them facades. And I hate to say it, but that's why Kamala didn't become president. You know, everybody talk about Donald Trump and all his crazy shit, but Donald Trump don't operate in a facade. Did y'all notice that? Even in his narcissism and maybe even being a psychopath, he still does not operate in a facade. It is what it is when you see him. Now, he lie and gaslight, but he don't operate in a facade. He's an asshole. Everybody see it. He does not operate in a facade. He does not. His narcissism is massive. You know? He sure don't sure. Wig don't give. He does not operate in a facade. He does not. But a lot of people do, like the congressmen and the congresswomen. And even Kamala, she represented that. You know, we talk about church and the nice nasty. That's partly what's going on in the church world too. If it's fake, ain't nobody fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Like I'm just gonna tell you right now, you can't do that. Unless you're on stage, you're working for Tyler or you're working for Hollywood. You can do that. Like that be your job. But nobody's gonna let you act in their lives. Cause what's gonna happen, you're gonna fuck around and find out. Nobody's gonna let you do that. Like if you a weird coach, then you need to be a weird coach and everybody see your ass as weird. If you a mean preacher, then you need to just come right out and be mean and let everybody see that shit. Because anything that's not authentic is sticking out like a sore thumb in 2025. Nobody's going for it. They're not buying into it. See what I'm saying? Nobody buying into that. They're not doing it. And that's what happened to Kamala because, she, in my opinion, she represents that that old style of professionalism and grace and education and all. People don't care. People want to know who the fuck are you. He operates in that toupee, but not under no facade. At our age, discernment, if you pay attention, will tell you loud and clearly immediately. Yes. Those facades, baby. But we've been taught to operate in a facade. Because we don't want to be judged. We want to be accepted. Soon as you find out a preacher walking through the door, say for instance, you sitting somewhere. I'm going to tell y'all what the preacher man that I met the other day, my coworker, I'm going to tell you what he said to me this afternoon when I saw him. So say for instance, the preacher walks in. There's 5 people in the room, especially our melanated women. 5 people in the room. The preacher walks in, but before the preacher walk in, one of the people in the room said, "Oh, Pastor such and such is out there getting ready to walk in here." By the, I don't want to be triggered. Hold on. I done seen this shit a million times. By the time the preacher get in there, praise the Lord. Everybody could have been sitting in the room talking about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But real bullshit. Life bullshit. By the time the preacher walk in, everybody feels the need to say, "Praise the Lord, Pastor. I know that's right. God is good." Everybody feel the need to do that. Right? So, that's not what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be yourself when the preacher walk in. You're not supposed to do that. But we've been taught to do that. We role play. That's the fake shit. Don't they know God been seeing? Listen, they don't know because they've been doing it for so long. Praise the Lord, Pastor. I know that's right. Amen. No, don't put that mask on. Keep the mask. Well, sure, you got to show respect. That's not being respectful. You are being fake as fuck. Just be yourself. Don't do that. So, the pastor says to me today, he said, "Cheryl, I thought about you last night. I talked to my wife about you. And he said, even when I woke up from because he said he went to bed early, but then he woke up. And he said he woke up and he thought about me and he started laughing. And he said, oh my God, you are so genuine and true to yourself and who you are." He said, wow, it's just amazing. It was just so refreshing for him not to walk in a room and everybody puts on their fucking church face. We talked about, right, worshiping man never gonna work. We talked about sex outside of marriage. And I told him, I know what he believes. I know that he's a man of God. I know that he probably has a a conviction about godliness. I used to be the same way. But I told him, me living, my observation of life and some certain things that I've rethought, and now I have a different of opinion because I'm older. He said, sure, the word of God doesn't change. No, but I did. And so now I'm just telling you. Now I'm not getting ready to walk down the aisle with nobody if I'm not, uh, if I don't know how their tool work. That's my business. I'm grown. I'm not a young girl. I'm not 20. I'm 54. I need to inspect it. I need to know how it works. Can it hold up? I just need to know what I'm dealing with. Not that it got to be the best tool in the world, but I just need to know about it. You know, he gonna want to know what's in my bank account. I want to know what's in your pants. I want to know your lifestyle. Can you hold me all night? Afterwards, can we talk? Can you go another round? How often can we do it? Yeah. The preacher said, a brilliant said, we grown. We grown. Now listen, I don't want no cheering over here. Now go. The preacher said, that man don't know what to do. He said, what? Now, for our next conversation, because see, he don't know my background. He don't know nothing about me, and that's how I like it. I like it like that. You know why? Because I don't want him to put on a mask. Because he can mask too. I don't want him to put on no mask, and I don't want him to feel defensive. I don't want him to know that I used to be a pastor too. I don't want him to know that. I don't want him to know that I know the doctrine as much as he does. I don't want him to know that. I just want to talk to him as a person. I don't want to see his mask. Therefore, I won't mask myself. But also, the next conversation, I will tell him, hold on, as liberal and forthcoming as I am with you, sir, about me, myself, and my personality and what I want. And sometimes you might say, well, sure, God says this. And I'll say, well, I'm not doing that. And I tell God I'm not doing that. But really, I don't think that God is telling me to do that. And because God gave me a choice, then I'm not doing that right now, God. Might do it next year. See what I'm saying? So because I keep it real like that, do you have one the size of a newborn baby boy, or are you grown? Okay, to oh, brilliant. I'm not messing with you, girl. We can go a few rounds. Oh, Brie, you talking to Marcus? We can go a few rounds. Okay, in the same night, or one round that night and one in the morning. I just need to know. I'm saying so I know if we're compatible or not. You know what I'm saying? And then I just the same night. Okay, and I might love you enough to accept the one that night, but we gotta go in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So that's important to me. You know what I'm saying? Speak them fact, period. So this and the pastor don't know what to do. Y'all don't tell him. Don't tell him who I am. Please don't blow my. Well, I don't got no cover, but don't tell him, because if I once you tell him, the conversation will cease, and I don't want that. How how could you tell the difference from pastor being genuine or flirting? Okay, thinking about you, LOL. Okay, the reason why I could tell the difference, of course, Latanya, we know if a man is flirting. Now, come on now. He was absolutely not flirting. He was absolutely looking at me as a person where he would be able to influence or impact, or to, it's almost like making a deal, or making the sale. I used to be a preacher. As a pastor, the end game was to get you saved, to persuade you that the love of God, or in the knowledge that I had, was enough to add quality to your life and to put you on a straight path and straighten you out. So then that would make me feel good, make me feel like I've done what God has called me to do, and actually just make me feel like a good Christian. So I know what he wanted. Yeah. He was not flirting. Um, yeah. Come on, Cheryl. We up in here talking about grown talk. Kids, we need to go to the nursery. Children's church. We will, we will usher you back soon. Girl, I'm not messing with you. But seriously, so when he finds out my history, then the conversation won't be the same. And I don't want that. I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for him. Because this is what I see, are you crazy? What I really want for him is for him to understand that I am his congregation. And that when they come to have a conversation with him, they mask. Therefore, he doesn't know the real them, and he can't even help them because they're going to mask because he's the pastor. My thing is, he has an agenda, and so do I. My agenda is to let him know and let him feel what it's like to have a genuine, unrestricted adult conversation with a woman who has confidence in herself and her God. First of all, it's me and God's business. It's not his. See what I'm saying? It's my business. Period. It's hard to have a real, and he feels it. He said he wished that he could work with me every day. That's what he said. Wish I could work with you every day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't believe he's the type of the person. He's the type of person that would come out the bag, but if he did, I put him back in it. In 2.2. And then he wouldn't do that no more. That'd be the last time. And that would be great too, because that would be a teachable moment. See what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I don't have time to play those kind of games here from the subconscious with preachers. I don't have time for that. Thank you, Shaka. Because he says, you are such a genuine person. Yeah, it's a gift, sir. And you are blessed for having this conversation with me. You are blessed. It's a blessing to him. I do believe that I believe that he's a good person. I do. It's hard sometimes. Speaking of facts, Auntie, it's hard sometimes to find them. We were talking about he said why do people cheat? He asked me. So this was the second day, not the first day. So today he says, Miss Cheryl, why do people cheat? I said, I don't know. I'm not a cheater. Because if I desire someone and it's to the point where I feel like I'm going to break my vow, then I'm going to end that other relationship. I'm not going to cheat. See what I'm saying? That's just me. But he asked me, he said, why do people cheat? I said, people cheat for different reasons. It's not a one layer thing. It's not that one. Y'all know we're the deep lane. So it's not that. It's this. People cheat for different reasons. Cheating is not the worst thing in the world. It's bad though, because it hurts. It hurts because there's betrayal there. But People cheat. Going back to the first conversation that we had about getting married to somebody that you don't know how their tool work, or you don't know their love style, or you don't know if you feel safe in their arms. You don't know what kind of sounds they make. You don't know if they can last. Like, no. Okay, so you marry a person and you realize that they're just not your speed, and you're still like, it's almost like you're just not satisfied. You're not satisfied. It's not that you're trying to be greedy at all. It's just like when you work on a job, you want to be paid. When you sit down to eat a meal, you want it to taste good. When you build a house and you pay that money, you want that builder to build that house right. And when you're in a marriage and you're being intimate with your partner, you want it to be right. You want it to be fulfilling. You want it to be passionate. You want it all. You just ain't, and there's nothing wrong with that. So sometimes people have made a mistake. They've made a commitment and a vow, and they can't keep their promise, and they cheat. You found out everything you thought would be great don't equate. Period. Period. I'm not justifying it. I ain't making notes. I'm not saying it's right. I've been cheated on. It feels shitty. It's terrible. It's terrible. That's one situation. Another situation, you're in a relationship and your spouse won't make the time to spend intimate time with you. And when they do, it's a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And it's a half-assed effort. There's no passion. And matter of fact, they ain't been back there in the back with you back there for about 5 months. That's wrong. Well, I was committed to you. The spouse might say, and you cheated on me, but were you loving that spouse? Because the spouse has needs. People cheat. People cheat too, because some people cheat, they don't mean to. It just happened. And they are sorry as hell about it. And they came right home and told you what they did. Because they felt so bad. That's a whole nother thing. That someone is not trying to hide it. That they feel like shit. They know they let spiritual their spiritual God down. They know they let you down. They let their fucking selves down. They are done. And they came and told you about it. People cheat. Sometimes the husband can't perform sexually. The wife is still young. She has needs. People cheat. These are all the things I said to him. Sometimes the husband has a really, 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 really high sex drive. Could be something going on with him. Maybe he needs therapy, right? Like he uses sex like people use alcohol, right? So he's soothing himself, and he has a unhealthy appetite for it, and the wife can't keep up with it. She can't. People cheat. What's up, Ariel? What's up, Web? How you doing? It's been a long time. So yeah, people cheat. We're not perfect. We're humans, and that's why I was telling the pastor. And I mentioned the word mistake, and he said, "Oh boy, he came down on. He gave me the business about that mistake. You do it more than one time. God said there's consequences. Come on, pastor. Are you serious? We're talking about human beings now. You know, sometimes it's always the layers. It's always the layers, right? You have a person. Check this out. And see, this is I'm getting ready. So we're getting ready to go real deep right now. And I'm gonna show you how it looks like one thing on the surface, but when you get real, when you get deep down in there, it's a whole nother thing. So you have this preacher, and he has a wonderful history. That means that he ain't really never ran the streets or nothing like that. He's been a good husband. He's been a husband to one wife. He has the reputation. He has the discipline, everything like that. And so everybody knows that this is a good man. That's what it looks like on the surface. So there's another preacher, and he's having a hard time. He's having a time being faithful, because he enjoys women or his wife, and he wants to be with her more, but she can't because for medical reasons he can't. So people look at these two preachers, and they look at the one with the good reputation. They say, "Oh, he's a better man of God." But when you get down into the layers, the reason why, what's up, Tanya girl? I done miss seeing you. Um, the reason why he's only been with one woman, and the reason why his reputation looks so clean, is because what they don't really understand, he don't really desire his wife. He's been dealing with same gender loving tendencies the whole time. Don't nobody know that but God. But it looks like he's the righteous person, when in actuality he's not fighting against what this other man is fighting against, because he don't have the same type of desire. He suppresses his sexuality to be with that one woman, and he have sex with her every now and again just to satisfy her, but he really don't enjoy it because he's really gay. But he has, I've been with one woman. That's what it looks like, right? Looks like he's righteous. Looks like he's super saved. Right. But the real thing is, he don't want Kuda. See what I'm saying? So it'd be a lot going on. It's a lot. Because while it looks like one thing, it's really not. It's something else. And while he has the reputation, and he brags about his righteousness, it's not righteousness at all. He's really married to the wrong person. He's with the wrong person. It's not true. It's not real. He, subconscious wise, he might not even really understand that. He suppressed it so much, because we can do that. It's been like that in the black churches for years too, right? So everything, every person that looks so righteous and so holy with this kind of reputation, it might not be for the reason that you think it is. See what I'm saying? But you have to learn how to look in the layers, you know? So that man that's struggling, and he's living his truth because he loves his wife, but he got a problem with Seg because he's dealing with an inner child issue, It has nothing to do with same gender loving, but that's his fix. Who's more righteous? Y'all tell me in the chat. Who's more righteous? How do you weigh it out? Who's in better standing? Both of them have a situation, but for different reasons. Um, One of my problems with church and Christianity is that it's too shallow for me. It's never deep. It don't go deep enough. You walk like a Christian, talk like a Christian, go to church, pay your tithes. You're a Christian. I know that's not it. Cause you haven't touched this. Remember, I keep on showing y'all this. This right here is not even being dealt with at all. A sin is a sin. It's equivalent. No, it's not, Sierra. What else do anybody say? A sin is a sin. It's equivalent. It's not to me. The husband who's cheating with the other women is more righteous than the preacher who's with the wife that he doesn't want her, really. He's just making himself do it because that's what society says and that's what the Bible says. But really, when you get down into the layers, he's same gender loving. He's gay. He's suppressed it so bad though. He rather do his beliefs and ideas, his ideas and beliefs and feelings keep him from living his truth. The other man is living his truth though. He's more righteous. The one over here that's with that woman, the offense is on that side. That's where the offense is. So it's not the same. What y'all think? Y'all think I'm wrong? You said Sierra, you said sin is a sin. That ain't, no. There was a story I was listening to the other day. Oh yeah, I was looking at them shows. Oh no, I was on TikTok, and I was looking at um, how the down low men. One did he unalived his girlfriend and his mother and another woman. I think it was three. I think he unalived two, and he was going to unalive another one because he was outed. So going back to our illustration of what's going on with him, this thing down here, see, this is his facade. This is, and ooh, he was fine. Woo, yes, get fine in the face, gave body out him, fine. Okay, but when they got to messing with, she pulled that mask off of this, and this was left, and people saw it. Down here with all this shame and guilt and all this stuff that he does to hide that he's actually same gender loving, and they moved that out the way and want nothing left for that. He's sending them people into the spirit world. Yeah. And the only thing he had to do was just live his truth. That's all he had to do. He live his truth and feel okay with it. But his feelings and emotion was so negative about who he really was that he unalived them people. Living their truth or not, both is breaking the commandments. That's my Christian background. I see your view also. Yeah, we're not talking about commandments. That's how the preacher was talking. We're not talking about commandments. We're talking about truth. A commandment is something that was written by a person that you don't know who wrote it. And not only that, a commandment or something that is written is an idea. That's all it is. It came from somebody's mind. So, there are lots of ideas. See what I'm saying? So again, there again, see, that's the same kind of thinking that the people, that's how people get in that situation. That's how this happens. This guy that unalived his mother and the girlfriend and went to unalive somebody. I'm not supposed to be this way. Him. I hate myself because of what? Because of the commandment. The commandment says I'm supposed to be straight. The commandment says that I am uh, uh, reprobate, that I am an abomination. I'm ashamed and people hate me if they find out who I really am. My anger cannot be quelled. I'm going to kill you, you, and you because I hate myself for this thing that I am. And why do I hate myself? Because of the commandments. So that's why the commandments have to be dealt with because somebody wrote that. So him as a person in a healing situation, what you do is you accept yourself and you take the commandments and you burn it. You kick it away from you. You get rid of it. Because that is what's causing the problems. Because you don't accept yourself, number one. You don't love yourself and you're ashamed. So the commandments got to go. That's why the church is full of trauma. It's full of trauma. Because of that. That's the problem. That's the whole point of being DL, download. Because they can't let people know who they really are. Because they've internalized that bad information, and the information is telling them that they're bad people. Yeah. That's why a lot of times when you get to healing, deconstructing from religion is something that just naturally happens. Yeah. Yeah. Because that self-hatred, you can't function with that. That's terrible. Just like the same ideas of you saying, I'm stupid. I'm a stupid person. Somebody calls you stupid or slow or crazy, you go off. You get so defensive. Fight. Bow, wow, wow, wow. Don't you call me stupid. I'm not stupid. I will kill you. The whole time they believe that they're stupid. Mm-hmm. So they have to get down in there and remove those ideas. But anyway, we did not know it was going to turn into a therapy session. In my church, a lot of them were musicians and choir directors. You know why I think so? You know why I think that that's the truth, Tanya? Because um, this is my observation. This is what I've seen. Same gender loving people are very, very emotional. Same gender loving people are very, very emotional for the most part. And there is a tenderness about them. There's also there's something really desperate about them. And when they worship and when they sing, I believe it's their inner child expressing itself. I really do. And sometimes it can be very beautiful. I feel like in Michael Jackson's case, that's what was going on with him. I think, and y'all might think something different, but these are my thoughts. I think Michael Jackson was same gender loving. I really do. I really felt like he hated it. I mean, if you think about how he was raised and Think about his father with that toxic masculinity and those beatings and all the stuff that he went through. Like, him speaking in, in that false voice, like transgenders do that. Transgender males do that. They have their regular voice and then they have their voice. Now, he didn't represent himself as a transgender, but he did what transgenders do. He changed his image and he talked in that high pitched voice. I think he was same gender loving, and I think he hated it. That's what I think. Yeah. But anyway, y'all got more questions or anything? This food is so damn good, I swear. Now I know when I go back how it is sad. It is sad. Um, but yeah, me and the preacher, I'll be letting y'all know more about what happens. I've always felt like Michael was same gender loving. I also feel like he was sexual. So yes, me too. Me too. He was too he was too adorable. He was around all them grown people and they were getting high all the time. They did bad things to him. Um, I saw some footage of him the other day, and it was rough. I mean, you could see, it was gave a really um, good close up of him. It was rough. He was in bad shape. I mean, at the end of the day, when you got to get a doctor to come over to your house and put you to sleep with anesthesia in order for you to rest, because you can't get no rest. People should always live their truth. Let them deal with their God. It's plenty of churches that have different alternative lifestyle. I don't think nobody should judge that. We have no room. We're learning nowadays because we as humans are so complex, and we've learned, about the subconscious and the pathways in the brain, and all of the things that can happen to you by adults or children that you had nothing to do with, and they have imprinted upon you. And in a sense, I use the term, they coded you. Why? Because the brain is the brain, and it records information, memories, and emotions. And whatever people do to you is part of your coding. There is a scripture in the Bible that I've always loved. Um, it was wonderful the first time I heard it. Therefore, now there is no condemnation to them that are in Christ Jesus. There is no condemnation. When I think about that Bible scripture, I think about, that's what I'm saying with the coding that happens to you as a young child, and all of that. There's no reason to feel fear, guilt, and shame because you didn't do it to yourself. Somebody else did that to you. And the body does what it does. And every seed produces after its own kind. Sometimes we get so frustrated with people, the way that they are, the decisions that they make, the choices that they make, and the patterns and behaviors, but somebody put that there, whether you saw it or not. These children did not come here. We did not come here in this world the way that we have sometimes, the way that we become, and from certain things that we deal with. There's no condemnation. Love yourself. He was so hurt and ashamed about it that he went to children on the mind all the time. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of times when things happen to us, to you as a child, you just don't want to be the only one. Ollie, I'm doing fine. Listen, girl. He loved children. Why? Why did he love children? Which one loved children? Which Michael loved children? This one. This one. That's the unevolved inner child, children. This one wanted probably to keep children safe. But that's what was going on. My favorite scripture is still, be still and know that I am God. That scripture speaks volumes in its simplicity. Yes. Loving the conversation, very enlightening. Thank you, Sierra. Be still and know that I am God. You know how I interpret that? Is that don't worry about what other people think. I know you. And I was there when you were coded and imprinted upon. I know what you're dealing with and why. Don't worry about other people. I got you. I love you. That's what that means. It's always a reason why. I swear. The older I get, the more it's always a reason why. These behaviors don't just come from nowhere. Tanya said, bingo. These behaviors just don't come from nowhere. I was listening the other day on YouTube, and I was listening to a content creator talk about Adrian. Tanya, I don't know if you know Adrian. Sierra, I know you know Adrian. That's beloved sister. I've been concluded a long time ago I will not do commentary on Adrian because I'm just too smart. And I know he wanted to keep them safe. He did. I'm too smart. I'm too knowledgeable. And I know what's going on with Adrian. There is no way I could sit around and say the things that I hear. Yes, I know the big A. And say the things that I hear content creators saying about her. There was a content creator yesterday talking about, you 50 years old now. When are you going to do better? She said, Adrian said something about being in a liquor house. I mean, not a liquor house, but a rooming house, and she was telling her, well, that's not a flex. A 50-year-old woman need to be thinking about security and all of this stuff like that. She was telling Adrian, well, it might be a flex to Adrian, obviously. It might be a flex to her. Contrary to what people think, she's doing the best she can. She is. It's so easy for people to be so critical. And partly because she gets on screen and she laughs at them and she taunts them, and she's being a content creator. I mean, she's more attractive than them, and maybe they feel like that she has more capacity because she is intelligent. I mean, Adrian is a smart person. Hey, Cheryl, I can barely say anything about her anymore because mental health is a motherfucker. I can't do it. I'm way too knowledgeable to do that to Adrian when I know that that is her capacity. She does have it bad. I've known people like Adrian in my real life. I know people like Adrian in my real life. She's been taken advantage of. She's been exploited. She's been used. She's been abused. She is an attractive woman. She knows it. She is who she is. Um, these people don't understand. But a lot of times black people don't. I've been talking about this for years. Black people don't, especially when it comes to mental illness. They say they do, but they don't. And you can tell by the way that they respond to what they see. When are you going to stop doing that, Adrian? Adrian may never stop doing that. She might stop doing it when she's too old to do it. That's when she'll stop doing it. If then, she might do it until she leaves this world. That's the reality. There is no way that these people on YouTube don't know people like Adrian in their real life, unless they just don't pay attention. I relate to Adrian in a lot of ways. And I see other people, even though, I got my own place, I pay my own bills. I'm a fixed water sign. I'm fixed. I don't do a lot of changing. What I mean is I do evolution, but I'm not tossed to and fro. You see what I'm saying? Like I work at the same place and I live in the same house, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like fixed. Once I get steady, then I can hold it down. Yeah, for a long time. So fixed water sign. Cheryl, even when she is laughing, I hear the hurt she has endured in her life. Yeah. Good evening. Just getting off of work, still liking the hair and the glasses. Thank you, Alvin Cobbs. Yeah, you can hear the pain. I mean, just imagine if you don't realize, um, just imagine that you have people attacking you all day, every day. And they are telling you, you have no business doing that. But you are doing what you do because you live inside of your system. That's your brain. Those are your pathways. Those are your behaviors. It's not easy to change. The people that are talking can't change. Not like talk about it. They're caught up in patterns and behaviors that I've been seeing them do for years. Adrian might put a little piece of something in her nose. They might be drinking a lot of alcohol. Adrian might be going from man to man. They might be full of toxic energy and always into toxic shit on YouTube. Those are patterns. Those are behaviors. In the world of introspection, you find your own shit and then you work on it. And then you see when you work on yourself, like me, and you look at other people, you have more compassion on people. I have more compassion now than I used to when they first met me on YouTube, because I know how much effort it takes to change the pathways in your brain and a behavior that you've been doing for years. It is so easy, in my conclusion, it is so easy to look at the 4 things that other people fuck up in, and you don't pay any attention to the 4 things that you fuck up in. So easy to do. And we say, oh, well, I got issues, girl, but I ain't nothing like that. It's not even a point. It's not the point. So the biggest thing about she's not going to stop what she's doing. She makes money on social media. She needs her money, right? We all do. And that's her business. But yeah. So anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Y'all have a good night. We're going to keep these cortisol levels down. And yeah, Adrian, all right. I don't listen to her content really. I mean, she really don't be doing nothing. I don't know what she be doing. Y'all, I need my nails done so bad. Oh my God. That is painful. Whew. But anyway, y'all have a good night, okay? And don't forget to tell somebody about the channel. They like good conversations. You want to be come to a place where there's pretty good vibes and a whole lot of good sense. Oh yeah, that's good. All right. Bye, guys. See y'all tomorrow. Love you.